Had a great day on Tesla. Yeah, Erwin, we crushed it. What's up, man? Sorry guys, I'm trying to read comments and stock market is a scam. Dominic, I wish I could change your opinion, man. It really is not. It really is not, man. Once you've abused yourself for so long though, it's kind of hard to convince people otherwise. So here's what I say. At the moment, your floor, okay? So this is where Costco can come back down. Underneath 555, you are going to likely drop, in my opinion, down to this 545 level. So this is essentially your new area of containment. So anything above this, right? You're now going to be looking left. These are daily structures. All right, there's obviously a floor here. We'll zoom in on the 4 hour and see. I don't really like that, but I'm going to go ahead and drop that there anyway. Cost basis. And then in this area as well, back down to the 4 hour. Costco's chart is a pain in the ass, man, because it doesn't have any price action in this area. Is so far away that you have to end up going back like 5 miles. All right, so up above us, right? This is where we're really going to be able to, this is going to be cool, I think. All right, so buyers, sellers. That's new. So you open at $5.99, basically a loss of $600. And that's where you've seen 2 taps right there. So realistically, it's $5.95, and wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so there's floor number 1. So I say 580, right? 580 is first, but the cost basis is beautifully set at 585. Or 586, excuse me. Hold on. 586.55. I apologize. 565. 5. You guys heard what I said. Never mind. English is breaking down. 586.55. 586.55 would be my next, or would be the cost basis within that mark. Now there's another area where buyers and sellers control the price, and that is here. But there. Okay, so this is where the Potter box is very specific about what it is looking for. The candles must close. So those of you in my Discord can tell me already what this was, why you ended up going and making a new high, and how this candle close right there tells you exactly where we need to see Costco push above, especially from where we're at. And that's just a step, right? So if this, then that. So if you break 577, or excuse me, I have 576.84, I am without a doubt looking at a target to the upside of 585.50 immediately. Now we also again need to see where we're at. This is our, okay, so let's actually reshape this. Okay, so this is where we're at now for Costco. And then above you, excuse me. This is a complicated ass chart. There's so much fucking price action here. It's not really that complicated. It's actually not, it's actually pretty fucking fire. Because first of all, you're in this box. Okay, so your cost basis now is actually 580. This is 555.70. How far out would that target hit my estimate? Okay, so anytime you rip ass, right? You should always check your pants. I'm sorry. But anytime you rip up to any sort of price target, right? You're gonna want to establish or hold the level that you broke into. It's like a rock climber, right? If you jump up and you miss your target and you have nothing to grab hold of, which is why when you gap up to resistance, right, you fall. Anytime you gap up to a resistance, you're taking the weakest price action or the lowest volume up to an area where sellers control the price. So now, right, now we're looking left and we know where we're at. This is our mark, and this is really fucking cool. So if you do break this 564, and I would be looking for a pullback. I'm gonna be honest with you. That 559.50, that cost basis in there, is really, really looking juicy. I actually really like the 550, 950. So this is where the mechanical triggers work out perfectly, right? If we break this high, you're breaking this cost basis. If you break that cost basis, you will see that new high. So I would suspect that since you have made a kind of clean run, that you're probably going to want to build slowly or see some sort of sideways action. But I also warn you that because you have hit a cost basis, that more than likely you're going to see a pullback. You want to gap up above it. And so if you don't do that, more than likely we're going to see Costco heading back down. And again, that is 555 on the daily. I would be looking for a bounce off of 555. So market makers are crooks. Dominique, listen, give me 2 weeks of your time. If I can't convince you that the market is mechanical, and yes, you are right, absolutely rigged to the fucking T, but we know, and this, you know what? No, we're just gonna say we know what I use my strategy. This is something I've invented myself. This is my own thing. I believe there are mechanical triggers within the market that you could call them market makers, banks, whatever. We insert liquidity at them. Those are just simply triggers, and they lead you. It is almost scary how accurate. Everything I trade is cost basis based. And our target from 185 was literally 298, which was cost basis above us. So again, you know, obviously you don't have to join, but you know, if you hang out with us, you'll notice that all of our price targets get hit, and especially at the opens, you know, especially today. Today again was a perfect example of Tesla, right? Opening up on cost basis. Look, cost basis. You bounce immediately, you break the previous high, and you move up and you close. You closed the day at cost basis. This is an after hours candle. So now we're looking at the next high. We're looking at a possible gap up to 272.50. We've got a small cost basis at 273.50. That should lead us directly up into 280, which you guessed it, is also a cost basis. And that just happened to be where on earnings, you slapped directly down to. So you're right, Angie. All right. So I'm gonna kind of make sure that the members request got taken, and then I'm gonna, you know, just kind of freestyle with. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of request. Say it with your chest. All right, that was a haiku. Not true. Let's see here. That's what they do on TikTok. They love doing that. And that means it's gonna work. That's what it means. All right, hold on. We're not done yet. We need points of contact. So I see it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so channel number 1, that makes up a deviation. This is a very problematic stock. Deviation 2 and deviation 3, that makes up this, which is your overall trend, your long-term trend, which is currently still in an uptrend. Now, where did you bounce off of? If I was making this shit up, it wouldn't be the same thing with every other stock in the world. And again, cost basis, always and forever. Yeah, the paper in the pit. Yeah, there you go. Lucid, I see you. Neo, yeah, did you guys see Neo today? Neo was TA is out the window with Mac. Nope. Chase Froman. I wholeheartedly disagree, my friend. I don't believe that at all. And again, you know, you can call it cocky or you can call it competence. I trust my strategy, and I do believe that there are certain marks and triggers within the market. If you open up, there are certain ranges that I just won't trade because I know that we're not going to move, right? And this is actually a good example of something that I wouldn't necessarily, it doesn't mean that it wouldn't take a lower time frame entry using my strategy on a lower, but like as far as like looking for the overall trend, spaces like this, right, typically can be weird. Like I wouldn't take a short as we break into this box until like a long-term short unless we broke that 59. So anyway, PDD analysis right now. Obviously the wall is $82. That's probably where you're going to try and muster up the strength today, right? So the wall, not your, this is the floor right here, right? The wall that you're, oh my God. All right, we're just going to use a new one. All right, is here. This is where you tapped today. Do you guys see the candle close? Candle close? Candle closes are the most important thing. I don't give a shit really about the wicks unless they show me something significant. This shows me a retest of the box above me. That's it. So candle open or candle close. And this space, right? This tiny itty bitty space, if you get trapped in there, that's a place where you're going to see a doji. Let me show you. Do you see the two dojis here? That's called being stuck in between two ranges. We don't trade those. That's a perfect example. So if you open up right here, your first target is going to be 83.68. And then, ooh, we got a beautiful. So guess what? We have a multiple, there's going to be multiple triggers here. And this is something I'm going to be teaching in the workshop. So right here, this is a box in and of itself, right? Box. See how it made a low, opened above cost basis, and made a new high. Boom, bada bing, right? Funny enough, it actually did the same exact shit. Look, it actually made a box up here, lower time frame. Again, this is a fractalized strategy. There's a cost basis right there, right? And look, then you look across and you see how well that's respected. Actually, sorry, that's 95.40. So you ended up breaking up. It was 2. So and that's all lower time frame. We don't put that on our daily chart. We leave that for the lower time frame. But there is a cost basis here. It's 87. I like 86.85 actually. Sorry, 86.85, $87. A break above that, right, promises you a new high. We don't give a shit, right, what that means. But that right there would more than likely promise you a new high. So breaking up from there, that is going to be cost basis. Cost basis in the box itself. That's where you're going to find yourself at a more than likely, if this happens within a reasonable amount of time, there's likely going to be a confluence between the two. It's either going to be, so again, this is yet again where you drop down. So you build, drop down, build, right? We've got a lot of volume in this. So there's going to be, and we've already established that, a cost basis within that area too. So we could be looking for either a confluence there at 94, hold on one second. It looks like it, yeah, 95.22. I like 95.22. That's where I'd be looking for, and it's either or. Again, all we need is an open above 83.50, and I believe that you'll see a strong move to $90, $91, the cost basis mark. I think that that's the confluence that you're looking for. So PDD looks pretty good. If you want to get in on the workshop, you've got to go into the Discord and look at the channel at the top that says Potter Shop Workshop. The goal is, I'm putting it out kind of far dated. I'm going to open up the Discord. I'm going to let people trade with us for free. I'll alert the days that I do that. And this is the only, I have been doing this for like four or 5 years online. I have never charged anything for any education. This is my strategy. This is something I've taken years to build, and I'm starting from scratch. It's already taken me hours, days actually, to just get the first part of it. So it's going to take me probably weeks to get this motherfucker done. So I feel like I want to make people the 250, and that's all I'm charging, and I'm probably not going to ever do anything like that again. Because honestly, it's exhausting. I make more money trading, and not that I again, we discussed this earlier. Outside of making money, there's no purpose in that. I do really, really enjoy teaching, and the results that I've seen. If people say they like teaching and nobody's making money in their Discords, they're full of fucking shit. They're just saying that to sell something. I actually have fucking proof that we're changing and doing people. Well, God. All right, in the live. I'm done. Nope. My mouth said nope. I did it again. Discord's weird. Everybody leave. But we are actually doing what we say we are going to do. So, anyway, yeah, you can check that out in the Discord. I will keep you guys updated. It is actually going to continue to grow. I'm going to add things to it. God bless Adderall. All right, so now one more thing I'm going to do for you is go into this lower time frame, and I'm going to map it out a little bit more. Guys, tomorrow morning, if you'd like to be up early in the Discord or on TikTok, I will be live. So if you guys want to join me, we can continue the analysis. Ooh, what is this? It'll probably be around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Alright, so what do we got here? A whole bunch of bullshit. Alright, so there's a box there. Bring it up. Bring it down. Actually, scratch that. Reverse that. Oh, God. Guess what? What is this? What is this, my friends? This is a punchback. So, right now, you settled underneath resistance, which is okay. So underneath you, right, we want to establish where do we not want to go. You don't want to go underneath $78. You have a bounce level at $77.85, so that's okay. You can bounce there, but you don't close there. You bounce and you recover the floor that you're currently holding as of right now, and that is the 78. Yeah, that is 78.85. That's money, dude. That's money, dude. Yeah, I really love this chart. All right, so let's kind of freestyle here. Take some requests off the thing. I see Bank of America. We actually, I'm not going to talk about this. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to pretend like, oh wow, I haven't seen this in a long time. I wonder if somebody called that. And didn't they fumbled the bag. Yeah, it went into earnings. So weekly time frame. Hold the phone. Where are decisions made? Decisions, there's a decision making level at $35, and there is a spooky, yep, hold on, we're gonna get mixed up. So bring it up. Bam. That's actually the shit. We're gonna go ahead and $33. So that means where the hell are we at here? And there is a box, right? A floor. Look at that. That is cost basis. Bam. Cost basis is accurately $35.17. Yuck. So my prediction as of right now is once a candle establishes itself above $33, let's go ahead and say 33.27. 33.27 Bank of America, and I don't know if you're going to go into some sort of consolidation phase here, but that would be a mark that would send you directly into cost basis at 35.17. You can and could experience a rejection there. The only thing that I would warn is that if I'm wrong, which this is the only variable with my strategy is me, right? I'm the only one who could fuck shit up. Now I see, right, and this is where we're looking at the weekly. We can go and solve this problem. If this is all one area of consolidation, then that is cost basis. But if we reject it, guess what? It's still a rejection. So we go down to the daily, and now we're gonna go ahead and break this down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and leave it alone. All right, so we said we'll go ahead and there's a lot of shit down here, so let's go ahead and just fucking wipe it. Remove all annotations. Bam. All right, fresh, right? Did it once, should be able to do it again. So I said on the weekly that this is 2 separate Potter boxes. Now we're gonna find out if that's true. Fuck. There you guys go. Alright, so I say that buyers are controlling the price at $33, and it looks like when I'm on the daily, that might be different. Look at that. Okay, so that is, what is this? This is $35.35. That's the cost basis above you. Hold on. Solving problems here. There's not enough build in there, but there's enough build in here. Okay, so wall. Floor, gotcha. Ah, ha ha ha, gotcha. Alright, Bank of America. Floor. $36 even. A floor. Sellers. $37.50. That piggybacks as a cost basis for this area of consolidation. How perfect does it get? Sellers, $35.24. Cost basis, $34.15. Support, buyers, control, $32.73. Can we confirm that? Can we confirm it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Not a single candle closes. No candle close. First candle that closes, cost basis, right? Looks like shit, but it happens. Bounce, cost basis, break, back down. Got it. Okay. Recovery, cost basis, ripping. Yep. Okay. Now, inside of any box is cost basis. That should line up with something, right? Probably some rejections. Boom, bada bing. That's 36. We got this thing all figured out, folks. We got this shit. So now, I think I am correct in my theory that our Potter box, or we have separate areas of consolidation starting here. And so I'm going to use this level. Thank you, my friend. You guys can learn this stuff too. I'm telling you. I believe it. I know it. Right here. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see what the fuck? Sorry, I used bad words. 30. Do you guys see 31.26? 25? Do you see how you make a low? Do you see how you recover your floor? You break cost bases, promise of a new high, break, pullback, touch buyers, cost basis break again, new high. It's all fucking mechanical, my friends. So now that we're looking left, we're gonna go ahead and extend the box over here, and we're gonna go ahead and check face. Beautiful. Look at the rejection here, guys. Didn't even look over there. Look at the gap down. So you open up under cost basis. Dumpy. So we're gonna go ahead and drop our support. That's right here. Now look at that. We also see a candle attempting to close. So we've got a punchback, right? That's a promise of a new high. So in my opinion, we should be looking for Bank of America. And I would almost be, you know what? I would almost be willing to say that there is a very small, hold on 1 second, let me see. What is this? So that acted as a cost basis as well. Very interesting. Okay, cool. So we'll leave that as is. I believe that if Bank of America, it is probably not going to be a one-way, like I would suspect you're going to be looking at a pullback first in order to grab buyers. 32, 37 is a great place to bounce off of. If you just gap up into $33, your first immediate day trading target, okay? Day trading target is likely going to only be $33.50. With something like this on the daily, okay? you're gonna need to chop it up. It's now the daily analysis. This shit is loud as fuck. Daily analysis. And so we know that in any area of consolidation, we're gonna have a 75% mark. Now, when we look at that, right, that's 75%. Just throwing it out there. Let's go look, right? Let's go see what that is. Y'all, this is fucking crazy. When you really start to dig into this shit, it is wild. Tinfoil hats on. All right, so look, 75% mark. No kizzy. I don't know what that means. Some kid on Fortnite said it. That is cost basis. Any area of consolidation where buyers and sellers control the price, no matter what the time frame, 50% of that mark is cost basis. Break up. Ooh, what's that? You break cost basis, you slip, you fall, 75% mark catches you, bounces to the upside. Beautiful little floor. Dip outside of that, candle close outside. Nice, right? 75% mark there. So I would confidently say that 33.50 is your next upside target past the $33 mark. So, all right, that was sick. That is on camera, so you guys will be able to watch that later on if you wish. One last little drop I want to put on this analysis, ass analysis is change in trend, gap down. That is where your trend begins. Where your book begins. Sorry. All right. So remember what I said about $33? There's the last piece of the puzzle. So either tomorrow something terrible is going to happen. You could reject that 33.15. So watch, I would say 33.15 right now is just like the rest that you have. But as of right now, you are at that downtrend. Yep. Hold on one second. Let me do one thing. I like to do this just in case I'm being a dumbass. Okay, that is where candles control. Let's try that again. Okay, look at that. I was wrong. And buyers always control that bottom. So let's go ahead and that's our floor. Our next mark is cost basis, right? We settled upon cost basis being around 33.15. No, it was 30, yeah, basically $35. So right there. So that would be my next confluence. Cool. All right, you got it. That was a roller coaster ride. There's a lot happening here. Look at this graph. TSM. Oh God. Ooh. So this one should just be doing exactly, yeah, everything. I haven't touched this in months because once upon a time your boy caught something a little bit early and thought he was a genius. And I am one of those dudes who kind of like trades it. It did actually hit my price target. So my first target on TSM was 81.15, which was the cost basis here, and it was a fucking nightmare after that. And then I had to hedge myself. My hedges ended up being the only good thing about that, as it skyrocketed through that cost basis and touched that floor up there at 109, which I don't know why though. Ooh, I had that there. We did drop that there. But TSM as of right now is currently sitting on that floor. I'm gonna go to the daily because that looks like what is going on here. All right, it's been a while. Hold on. Let's obviously everything has lined up. So we're gonna have to clean this shit up. Things are wild here. This is the wild west of analysis right now. All right, past me is not just didn't do a good job here cleaning his shit. All right, so let's try this one more time. Nope. Yep. No, we did settle upon that being the current trend. That was an extension. and that's not valid right now. So structure, candle close, bam. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing here. Regardless, right? This is going to be a beautiful thing. I like this a lot. So now cost basis for me is going to be $94. Your sellers control there. Your buyers control there. We'll go ahead and color code that. Buyers cost basis. Why am I not wearing my glasses right now? Jesus. It's an inverted head and shoulders easy. All right, Panda. You want the Discord now? Huh? Is that what you want? It's a fucking mutiny. Mic check, by the way. Is the mic all right? I have had the headphones in right now, and I got a new stutter. All right. Gang. AMC. All right, we'll do that one maybe in a little bit. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on. Maybe I don't need to even say this. I think I got it actually. All right, we were a little bit confused there, but we're okay now. Come back. Go back. There we go. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, now where were we at? There we go. That's beautiful as well. All right, now just like before, buyers. So right, when do you not trade? When you're stuck in between two ranges, you need to open up in one or the other. So it does look like, and we're going to do some deeper analysis here. This is going to be an area of consolidation. It's going to have a cost basis. That's going to be a 75% mark. That's going to launch you into your cost basis, which is going to be here. So this is, nope. And then sellers are here. Nope, what am I doing? All right, so I say an open above this 90, basically today's high, 98.50. We're going to be looking for an open there. I believe your first target is going to be, yeah, it's going to be $100 hairs, but I'm going to go to 4 hour here so we can not guess, and so we can know exactly where the fuck everything is. Okay, so I have a sell wall here. It looks like it needs to be pulled down. It does. That is where sellers control the price. Any candle closing above or below doesn't seem to be able to get back up, and then you fall. That would give me, yep, buyers are still here. We're going to tighten that up. That is at 98.50. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and box that up and ship it out to Warren Buffett. All right. Too much exposure to China, apparently, is his deal. All right. So now I discussed the fact that there is a lot of consolidation here. I stand by that. There's going to be a 50% mark. In between that, that is going to be a 75% mark. So the first immediate target upon a gap up at 98.60 is going to be $99.77. Your job at that point is to hold. No matter how or what, you need to hold that candle. If you don't gap up, then you're looking at a potential downside play, right? Or at least if you cap down. So you're at resistance where hopefully sellers are at now. If they're not, then buyers will likely recoup this. And I'm going to move this up just a little bit, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it back where it was. Stay there. And then below you, right? So below you, we can also see, yes, this is the floor. 97.85. Yo, 1 second, y'all. What is my strategy? It is called the Potter Box strategy for now. And I will be right back. Hold on 1 second. I've already done Tesla. If you want to look at the YouTube video I just posted, there's no indicator. We are the indicator. All right. Can I do Netflix? Yeah, shortly. So from what I can tell, there is 9780 or actually 9770. I see 9780. Yeah, 9780. Underneath that, if you are going to reject and make a new low, it's likely going to be under that mark. So. All right, so from there, hold on 1 second. We'll go ahead and take a look at CVX. Weekly, yeah, daily. So the overall box is intact. Actually, I'm gonna chart it myself and send it to you. All right. So there is another area of consolidation. Why is that off though? That has a, there it is. Okay, so that's why. That's what we're doing. That's a beautiful setup. So we're gonna go ahead and cancel that, and we're gonna look at where we're holding now. Okay, so right now the goal is just going to be hold 160. That's it. We don't give a shit about anything else. Underneath us, it's 165. 156, excuse me, 75. You can probably guess where we ended today if we're looking at this area of consolidation, right? So get rid of this and just focus on that, right? So you've got sellers there, you've got buyers, oops, you got cost basis here, okay? You've got, motherfucker, where'd that green line go? Oh, it's right here. Buyers are here, okay? So you let's see, where did you close? You basically closed at 162. That means that you need some sort of lower time frame analysis in order to know exactly where you're likely going to bounce or where you're going to, and I would assume that if you move back down, and because that is such a heavy area of consolidation, you could be looking for a bounce off of 158.50 otherwise, and again, candle close, but I would be looking for a bounce off of 160.50 psychological, and then obviously a candle above 163, and I would no longer be looking at, you know, whatever wall we were just looking at. My next target is here, and that is 167.20. That would be my first target, and then inside of this area, that is the bottom of a box, and in that box you have cost basis. Does it line up though? Okay, no it doesn't, because it's not the right top. That's the right top. That's the cost basis, which makes total fucking sense. All right, so if this, then that, right? That's how we trade. So at the moment, 163.65. I think you make a new high to 169.22. And ultimately, right, with that punchback, we should be looking at a new high, and I say 174.35 confidently. That would be my next target. So lining this up, again, the beautiful thing about my strategy is you get in where those candles close, right? And so typically, you know, obviously you need some sort of lower time frame analysis, but it would be something like this, right? Where basically, if you open, right, the day at above 163.50, then that's your stop loss, right? Within reason, right? We want to know, like, okay, where is a bounce level? 163 clearly. This means that if you're trading off of the daily, you're probably going to need a little bit of a longer expiration. But I can confidently say that 163 is going to be a great place to recover. But that 160, 163.50 is going to be an interesting mark. Now remember, the same thing, but down, right? Because this, I mean, I'm not, if you reject cost basis and go back into this box, I'm not looking at a bounce at 158.50. I'm probably going to go short, and the same concept applies, right? That is controlled by sellers. I want to be a part of that, right? I don't want to try and make up my own fucking level to hold. That's stupid, right? And then setting a percentage based is also just not smart. So at this point, we would be looking at a entry right there, and then say like maybe just like a wick, like maybe once. So the entry, you know, obviously this means an open underneath 160.35 and a stop loss of 160.80. All right, let's look at SPY. Everybody's asking about SPY. I personally still, oh boy. So I kind of want to go to the weekly really quickly and check on something. Yeah, so that obviously played out right there. Prediction analysis, nice. And then again, the price target, that was 450.50. We know where we're at. We know where we're at, man. This is sick. I fucking love what I do. You opened above 50. Oh man, we might actually be seeing that high. Yeah, we might be moving. This is a spot, right, where I see candles controlling the price at that fluctuates a little bit too much for me, but it is going to be 452.71, 452.90, right in there. Sellers are going to pull that down. Okay, so there's a bounce, and basically the sand trap, that's 449.40. 449.40. And then, yeah, candle close right there. So that makes, that only gives us a 458 rejection level as of right now on SPY. And then, I mean, here, let me do one thing. Again, math is going to tell me whether I'm correct or whether I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. That doesn't line up. There's no points of contact. It's off of the candle close. Plenty of points of contact. Yeah, that's our jam. So stack another deviation on that maybe, and let's go ahead and say that would, yeah. So actually, we're gonna stack just one deviation on top of that. That's cool. Okay. Man, that almost looks like we're gonna get a straight rip to all-time highs cost basis. But obviously an open for open above 458.50. So that's the next target too. Yeah, CBX does. All right, so what else do we got? Any more requests? It is 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here after a few more. I'll be up early tomorrow morning. We can try and get after it and chart the whole fucking world. I'm pretty sure I did XOM already. I did. You are above weekly cost basis, so staying above that is ultimately the most important. Daily, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, so the floor is right there. I'm just gonna start over. I definitely didn't do it then. I did it on the weekly, I think. Yeah, so we have talked about was it from the lows? I think it was. Alright, so right now you're almost close to being both bullish and I kind of still see this as a semi-bearish play, but that also means that, let me see something. Yeah, there's too much clean. That's clean as fuck. So no, we're not going to change that at all. That's clean across the board. Beautiful points of contact in that for me. So that leaves you with a floor right there. That is going to be, all right, floor is right there, and that's where shit would get real fucked. So we can accurately put this there, and that is a bounce level below you. Now, in reference to what you're dealing with currently, I think it's pretty obvious that that is your floor. Now, the candles are all controlled at 107.75. You did, in fact, make a new low, and you did, in fact, close above what is your perceivable cost basis. There is going to be a 75% mark. That is 106.60. 106.70 right in there. That is going to be your 75% mark, kind of secure that you are more than likely going to go up and make a new high. And that brings me to the next step here, and that is this, which is going to have its cost basis here. Perfect. Tap. Beautiful. Gap down. So right now, I would be putting my targets and my eyes towards... am I missing anything? I don't think so. I guess you could also drop another 75% mark at one. Yeah, okay, so there is selling or some 75% control here as well. That's 110. But again, I would just be focused on this cost basis and cost basis. That's really all I give a shit about. So now this promises you a new high. You can and could end up, as far as being bearish, that new high is 108.84 and could just be slightly higher above that. If you were to drop back into this box, then yeah, you're probably going to end up dropping down. There's also this inside of any downtrend, uptrend, right? There's going to be trend, or aka control. Wow, it's almost like we don't make this fucking shit up. It's almost like that's the shit. Fuck yeah. Shit, that's massive accumulation, man. Somebody's buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, man. This shit looks like it might go fucking skyrocketing at all-time highs. I'm calling for new highs on XOM. So a break right now, 112. Above that, I would be looking for your next target, which would be your next cost basis at 116.45, and that should secure your move into new highs. Holy shit, the camera moved. I do not use any indicators at all, and if I do, it's momentary and stresses me out. Yeah, maybe. I think if XOM has earnings, then I call for a gap up to like 1.0. They're gonna have record profits and all sorts of fucking shit, I'm sure. But yeah, I would be looking for at least 109.50, somewhere in there. Oh my god, AMC. Alright, AMC. Every AMC. Make sure you guys are tapping your screen if you guys are hanging out with me. Let's go to the weekly. Why did that happen? Because you gapped up to resistance. You just can't do that, folks. You just can't. You're just gonna not. It's not gonna go well. That's going to be the first result. So this doesn't really fucking tell me much. And I know that everybody and their mother is going to be like, well, there's a fucking... Oh, I don't really care. Okay, so from the candle closure... Stupid. You might just be going to make a new fucking low. Alright, so now let's find candle control. There's candle control here. Alright, so candle control there. So that means that we are at some sort. Where's the floor? Where's the floor? The floor is there. Bam, got you, motherfucker. Got you right there. So bring that up to the wicks. The wicks are going to tell us what we need to know. Come on, man. There we go. So candle, beautiful. So wick, body candle close, candle did not close. $6. That's all you need. Right now, you can't. And this is fire. This is fire. I promise. For me, that this is gonna fucking go ham. Above $6, personally, people are going to freak out. They're going to squeeze it up into $18 to fill the gap, and then that is near a cost basis mark of $20.30, where I would be watching for a potential rejection and a dump back down. So AMC is not a potential move to the upside, but if you reject this cost basis and you lose your floor, you're going to fucking dump and make a new low, and that is going to be at 288. You guys remember what I said about 288? Or excuse me, was it? Yeah, it was 288. That is where AMC will likely squeeze off of. 290 to, yeah. So, there's your fucking AMC. Alright, it's 10:13. You guys are more than welcome to join the Discord and join us tomorrow in our live. You know, obviously starting in the weeks ahead of us, we'll host more free lives, preparing for the Potter Box workshop. That's funny. But I will upload this to YouTube. Down 10% right now. Why is that? 10% in what? Yeah, no problem. Hopefully you guys, I think today was, again, the shit that feels like, it feels like I should stop sharing it, you know, like I might get taken out. The link is in the bio. If you're brand new to trading, don't pay for anything. I've always said that. I'll continue to save that. Save for, you know, if you do have some time in the market, the workshop that I'm going to be doing in August is the full rundowns from start to finish. So I have done Neo. It is on my YouTube. The link is in my bio. You can watch it there. Right here. Yeah, somewhere in here I did Neo. But if I made it full screen, I could see. This shit's blurry as wood. There it is. Right at the beginning. Neo and I. Okay, yeah, copy and paste the link and put it in the bio. Discord or TikTok's like fighting the system. Or something. I don't know. Oh my god, I fucked that recording up. Alright, part 2 might not be on live, guys. I really apologize. Oh, no, I just moved it. Okay, no, it will. Alright, we're gonna put that back. That fucked up the place placement. Excuse me. Do I have to manually join Discord? Yeah, the workshop will be in the evenings. More than likely, it will be about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Again, I believe in like it'll be like every other day of the week, or might even be every day of the week, and we'll be chipping away at it. Obviously, too much information all at once, even though it's going to be a lot of information all at once. So. Do I see Neo pulling back to the mid-9s? In order for that to happen, I believe... So one of the more important levels, which is our cost basis right now, we just opened up above. That's $11. The resistance on that is 15. This is one of the reasons why I'm just fucking straight up bullish. My resistance at 1325 is cost basis in that area, which leads us up into new highs. And then ultimately, you know, I'm looking at that as a cost basis break and to lead us into 17. So no, I don't. And if it does, in order for that to happen, you would have to lose $11. And then, I mean, based on trend that you're holding at the moment, you would actually be all the way down at 4. But the weekly and daily, so funny enough, again, y'all, if I was just making this shit up, it just wouldn't fucking continuously always be true. But when you pull this across, right, resistance, and you drop the cost basis right there, where do you think that Neo bounced off of? Listen, cost basis is the most important thing to me as a trader, and nobody knows about it. And you know what's funny is the one thing that nobody also knows is that you have most of the most important moves and established supports and resistances are found in after hours. It is fucking wild to me how blind like when I look at Neo and then I turn off, like this one's not so bad. Some of them are fucking crazy, especially when you get down to like the hourly. The shit gets like I don't think that I could trade. I don't think that I'd be able to trade. Look at my wall. Like look at my wall right here. Look at how well it establishes that that's the wall, right? When I turn that off and then I look, like I have a tap and a close. It's not bad, right? But you could also do the same thing. But yeah, for me, like it is. Oh yeah, you opened up right above that. It is like almost imperative that I use after hours data, have ARCA data, all that other good stuff. This also allows me to get better entries, stuff like that. But Neo today was, it's so fucking cool, guys. The same thing, right? The same thing that took us up on Neo, right? Those of you guys who were in the Discord, that was a punchback, right? Gap up, hold the floor. Right there, break cost basis, huge rip. Right here, bounce off the floor, cost basis, cost basis, cost basis, massive rip. Fucking crazy. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Make sure to go into the Potterstops workshop, and if you guys are interested, or going to be there actually, and plan on being there, again, we're going to try and make that for you. Make sure you leave a reaction below one of the messages, preferably just one, but no problem. I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow morning around 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Oh my fucking god, that scared the shit out of me. No problem. Yep, you can check out everything in the Discord. I guess I'll unleash the trading education so people can at least have access to the rest of the shit. Alright. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.